Is traveling after 70 still a good idea? Many seniors dream of exploring new places and experiencing different cultures, but few stop to consider the serious risks involved. While travel can be exciting, it also comes with unique challenges that become more pronounced as we age. Our bodies and minds change over time, making travel more tiring, unpredictable, and even hazardous. Some may assume they can keep up the same pace they did in their younger years, but after 70, the realities of travel can turn what was supposed to be a relaxing trip into a stressful or even dangerous experience. In this video, we'll uncover 5 crucial reasons why traveling at this stage of life requires extra caution. From unexpected health emergencies to financial pitfalls that can take a toll on your savings, each point will highlight the challenges seniors face while traveling. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of why travel after 70 comes with added risks and what precautions you can take to stay safe if you still decide to embark on a trip. Stick with me until the end, because the last reason we'll cover is one that many seniors overlook. Yet it's a common way people lose time, money, and peace of mind while traveling. Let's dive in. Reason number 1, increased health risks and medical emergencies. One of the biggest concerns for seniors traveling after 70 is the higher likelihood of sudden health issues. As we age, our bodies become less predictable, and conditions like heart disease, high blood pressure, or respiratory problems can quickly escalate into emergencies. At home, medical care is readily available, but when you're in an unfamiliar city or a foreign country, getting proper treatment can be far more complicated. A minor health issue that would be easy to manage at home can turn into a serious, even life-threatening situation when you're away from your usual doctors and healthcare system. For many older travelers, the risk of medical emergencies isn't just hypothetical, it's a real concern. Long flights, for example, can increase the risk of blood clots, also known as deep vein thrombosis, adding another layer of danger to travel after 70. High altitudes can put extra strain on the heart and lungs, particularly for those with existing health conditions. Even something as simple as dehydration or heat exhaustion can be far more severe when traveling to an unfamiliar climate. Additionally, seniors have weaker immune systems, making them more vulnerable to infections. Exposure to new bacteria and viruses in different locations can quickly lead to unexpected illnesses. Take James, for example, a 74-year-old who had always loved to travel. He and his wife booked a 2-week cruise, thinking it would be a relaxing way to explore new destinations without too much physical strain. However, on the 4th day, James began experiencing intense chest pain. While the ship's medical team provided initial care, he urgently needed a hospital. Unfortunately, being in the middle of the ocean meant waiting hours for an emergency evacuation to the nearest port. Though he survived, the experience was frightening. What should have been a dream trip turned into a nightmare, one that he later admitted could have been prevented had he considered the risks more carefully. Another major concern for seniors is medical insurance. Many assume their regular health coverage will extend to any destination, only to realize too late that their policy doesn't apply abroad. Without proper travel insurance, hospital stays, emergency procedures, and even basic medications can lead to staggering out-of-pocket expenses. Some seniors find themselves paying thousands of dollars just to receive necessary treatment. So, what can you do to stay safe? If you're over 70 and planning a trip, start by consulting your doctor. Get a full health evaluation, discuss any potential concerns, and ensure you have all the medications you'll need. Research the healthcare system at your destination And if traveling internationally, secure comprehensive travel insurance that includes emergency evacuations and hospital stays. When it comes to your health, preparation can mean the difference between an enjoyable vacation and a stressful ordeal. Maintaining good health is key to making the most of life after 70. Reason number 2, higher exposure to infections and contaminants. One of the most overlooked dangers of traveling after 70 is the increased exposure to germs, viruses, and foodborne illnesses. Airports, airplanes, public transportation, and unfamiliar restaurants are all environments where bacteria and viruses can easily spread. For younger travelers, a mild cold or an upset stomach might be a minor inconvenience. But for seniors, these infections can result in serious complications, hospitalizations, or long-term health issues. A single trip can expose an older adult to more illnesses than they would typically encounter in months at home. And sometimes their immune system simply isn't strong enough to fight them off. As we age, our immune defenses naturally weaken, making it harder to recover from infections. Respiratory illnesses, in particular, pose a significant threat to older adults. Studies show that seniors are more vulnerable to complications from the flu, pneumonia, and even common colds, especially when exposed to unfamiliar strains in different regions. Air travel in particular increases this risk. Passengers are often seated close together, breathing in recycled air for long periods. With thousands of people passing through airports daily, it's easy to come into contact with viruses that your body has never encountered before. Food and water safety is another major issue. Many travelers look forward to trying new cuisines, but for seniors, unfamiliar ingredients, spices, and cooking methods can lead to digestive issues. Foodborne illnesses, such as norovirus, E. coli, and salmonella, tend to hit older adults harder, leading to dehydration, prolonged sickness, and further weakening of the immune system. Additionally, while locals may have built immunity to certain bacteria in their water supply, travelers often do not have the same protection. Something as simple as drinking tap water or eating a salad washed in local water can result in severe stomach infections. Public restrooms, hotel rooms, and rental cars are also hotspots for germs. Many people assume that if a place looks clean, it must be safe, but surfaces like doorknobs, seatbelts, and tray tables are often not disinfected as thoroughly as they should be. Seniors who rely on mobility aids such as canes or walkers face an even higher risk as they frequently touch public surfaces for support. How can seniors protect themselves? If traveling is necessary, taking extra precautions is crucial. Wearing a mask in crowded areas, washing hands frequently, and carrying hand sanitizer can help minimize exposure to harmful germs. Drinking only bottled or filtered water, avoiding raw foods in unfamiliar places, and sticking to well-cooked meals can reduce the risk of foodborne illness. For international travel, getting recommended vaccines and packing essential medications for stomach issues or respiratory infections is a must. While staying healthy on the road is possible, it requires careful planning, extra vigilance, and a strong immune system. However, health concerns aren't the only issue. There's another challenge that can turn travel into more of a burden than an enjoyable experience. And this one doesn't just affect your well-being, it can impact your finances and peace of mind. If you're still watching and finding this information useful, comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is a great time to do so. Just hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Your support helps us continue bringing you valuable content to keep you informed and inspired. Now, let's move on. Number 3. Travel fatigue and recovery challenges. While travel may sound exciting, for seniors over 70, the physical toll can be much greater than expected. Long flights, early check-ins, packed schedules, and hours of walking can lead to exhaustion that is harder to recover from. Unlike younger travelers who can bounce back after a good night's sleep, older adults often find that fatigue lingers for days or even weeks after a trip. When the body is exhausted, everything else suffers. Immune function weakens, coordination declines, and the risk of illness or injury increases significantly. One of the biggest challenges seniors face while traveling is disrupted sleep. Sleeping in an unfamiliar bed, dealing with noisy accommodations, or adjusting to a different time zone can make it incredibly difficult to get proper rest. But sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling tired. It impacts cognitive function, weakens the immune system, and even raises the risk of heart complications. Studies show that older adults take longer to adjust after crossing multiple time zones, meaning jet lag can persist far longer than expected. This lingering fatigue can turn an otherwise exciting trip into an exhausting experience, leaving travelers drained instead of refreshed. The physical strain of travel. Extended periods of sitting on planes, buses, or trains can cause stiff muscles, swollen joints, and an increased risk of blood clots. For seniors with arthritis or circulation problems, prolonged travel times can lead to discomfort that lingers long after the journey ends. Even after reaching the destination, the physical demands of sightseeing, carrying luggage, and keeping up with a full itinerary can quickly become overwhelming. What starts as an exciting adventure can turn into a struggle just to keep up. Take Richard, for example, a 75-year-old who had always loved to travel. After retiring, he and his wife planned a 2-week international trip, expecting it to be as enjoyable as their past vacations. However, after enduring a 10-hour flight, navigating a crowded airport, and adjusting to a 6-hour time difference, Richard felt exhausted before the trip had even begun. By the second day, walking long distances became difficult. He struggled to stay alert during tours, and he needed frequent breaks. Just as he started to adjust, it was already time to return home, and he ended up spending weeks recovering instead of reminiscing about the experience. Another common challenge seniors face while traveling is maintaining their usual diet and staying properly hydrated. Many travel destinations offer unfamiliar foods that can lead to digestive discomfort, and staying hydrated while on the go is often neglected. Dehydration alone can cause fatigue, dizziness, and confusion, making even simple tasks feel challenging. When combined with lack of sleep and physical strain, it's no surprise that many seniors return from trips feeling worse instead of rejuvenated. How to minimize travel fatigue. If travel is necessary, seniors should build in plenty of rest days, stay well hydrated, and avoid overpacking their itinerary with non-stop activities. Choosing shorter flights with layovers to allow for movement, bringing nutritious snacks, and scheduling time for naps can help reduce exhaustion. But most importantly, recognizing personal limits and adjusting travel plans accordingly is essential, because a vacation should be enjoyable, not something that requires weeks of recovery afterward. While travel fatigue is a major concern, it's not the only hidden danger seniors face. Number 4, higher risk of falls and injuries. One of the most serious risks of traveling after 70 is the increased chance of falls and injuries. As we age, balance, reflexes, and bone density naturally decline, making accidents more likely. A minor stumble at home might not seem like a big deal, but falling in an unfamiliar place can result in broken bones, extended hospital stays, or even long-term mobility issues. The harsh reality is that a single fall can change a senior's life dramatically, turning what should have been a relaxing getaway into a painful and costly ordeal. Many seniors underestimate how different travel environments can be from their usual surroundings. Hotels, cruise ships, and historic landmarks often have uneven flooring, dimly lit staircases, or slippery surfaces that increase the risk of falls. Some destinations also lack proper accessibility accommodations, making simple tasks like stepping onto a bus or navigating cobblestone streets unexpectedly dangerous. In many parts of the world, emergency medical services may not be as efficient or advanced as those back home. Even a minor injury can take longer to treat, increasing the risk of complications. A cautionary tale, Linda's story. Consider Linda, a 78-year-old woman who had always dreamed of visiting Europe. She maintained an active lifestyle and regularly walked around her neighborhood without issue, but when she arrived in Italy and encountered steep, uneven streets, she quickly realized it was more challenging than expected. One evening, as she stepped off a curb in a dimly lit alley, she lost her balance and fell, breaking her hip. She was rushed to a local hospital where doctors informed her she needed surgery. Not only did she have to cut her trip short, but she also faced months of recovery after returning home. What was supposed to be the trip of a lifetime turned into an ordeal she wished she had never experienced. The hidden risk, fatigue and mobility issues. Another factor that increases the risk of falls is exhaustion. Traveling often involves long days, irregular meals, and disrupted sleep, all of which can affect balance and coordination. When the body is overtired, reaction times slow, making missteps more likely. For seniors with arthritis or joint pain, extended periods of walking, whether in airports, train stations, or crowded tourist spots, can lead to swelling and discomfort, further increasing the risk of losing stability. How seniors can stay safe. If travel is unavoidable, choosing destinations with good accessibility and avoiding high-risk areas with uneven terrain can help. Wearing supportive footwear, using a walking stick for added stability, and prioritizing rest can reduce the likelihood of falls. Most importantly, recognizing personal limitations is crucial because no trip is worth sacrificing your long-term mobility and independence. If you're still here and finding these insights valuable, comment number 4 below to let me know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires. Now, let's move forward. Number 5, travel insurance and financial risks. The hidden financial risks of traveling. After 71 of the most unexpected dangers of traveling in your 70s isn't just about health. It's about the financial risks that come with it. Many seniors assume that if something goes wrong, they can rely on their insurance or personal savings. However, travel-related medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and even financial scams can drain a person's finances far faster than they might expect. A single unexpected event can turn a carefully planned trip into a costly nightmare, leaving seniors with hefty bills and unnecessary stress. Medical cost. Abroad, a shocking reality. One of the biggest financial pitfalls is the cost of medical care in foreign countries. Many seniors don't realize that their regular health insurance may not cover them while traveling internationally. If an illness or injury occurs, they could be left with thousands of dollars in medical expenses. Even in destinations with relatively affordable health care, emergency medical evacuations, such as being airlifted to a hospital, can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Without the right travel insurance, seniors might have to choose between paying massive out-of-pocket costs or going without essential medical treatment. The risk of trip cancellations. Many older adults book vacations months in advance, assuming they'll be in good health when the time comes. But life is unpredictable. Health issues can arise unexpectedly, making it necessary to delay or cancel a trip. Unfortunately, airlines, hotels, and cruise lines often have strict no-refund policies for last-minute cancellations, meaning seniors can lose thousands of dollars if they have to change their plans. Without comprehensive trip insurance, recovering lost funds can be nearly impossible. Scams and financial fraud, a growing threat. Beyond medical expenses and cancellations, seniors are also prime targets for travel scams and fraud. Scammers use deceptive tactics such as fake taxi services, overcharging for everyday items, and even elaborate credit card schemes to exploit unsuspecting travelers. Falling victim to one of these scams can not only ruin a trip, but also lead to significant financial losses. Avoiding financial pitfalls while traveling. After 70 scammers often target older travelers, especially those who seem unfamiliar with their surroundings. They know seniors may not immediately recognize a scam as it's happening. In some cases, fraudsters lure older adults into fake vacation deals that turn out to be nothing more than expensive traps. Take George, a 76-year-old man who had always been financially cautious. He carefully planned and saved for a dream vacation to a tropical island, making sure every detail was covered. However, upon arrival, he discovered that the hotel he had booked didn't even exist. He had fallen for an online scam, and by the time he realized it, his money was gone. With no place to stay, he was forced to find another hotel at the last minute, paying twice what he had originally budgeted. What should have been a relaxing getaway turned into a stressful financial disaster that followed him home. How seniors can protect themselves. To avoid such risks, seniors should take a few key precautions. First, always verify whether your health insurance covers international travel. If it doesn't, invest in a comprehensive travel insurance plan that includes medical emergencies and trip cancellations. Second, when booking travel accommodations, only use well-known, reputable companies and be wary of deals that seem too good to be true. Finally, be extremely cautious with your money while traveling. Carry minimal cash, monitor who has access to your credit card details, and never share financial information with strangers. While traveling can be a wonderful experience, the financial risks make it clear that extra vigilance is necessary after 70. The potential for unexpected costs, the threat of scams, and the uncertainty of health emergencies turn travel into a gamble that not every senior is prepared to take. Final thoughts. We've explored 5 major reasons why traveling after 70 presents unique challenges. Challenges that many older adults don't fully consider until they are dealing with them firsthand. However, does this mean seniors should stop traveling altogether? Not necessarily. With the right precautions, planning, and awareness, travel can still be a safe and enjoyable experience. Re-evaluating travel after 70. Is it worth the risk? From unexpected health crises to exhaustion, infections, injuries, and financial setbacks, travel can quickly shift from a pleasurable experience to an overwhelming challenge. While many see retirement as the perfect time to explore the world, the reality is that travel after 70 requires significantly more planning, caution, and awareness than it did in younger years. But does that mean seniors should give up on travel altogether? Not necessarily. It simply means that those over 70 need to rethink how they travel. Instead of enduring long-haul flights, packed itineraries, and destinations with limited medical access, opting for closer, safer, and more accessible locations can make a world of difference. Shorter trips, visits to familiar places, and destinations with good healthcare infrastructure can allow seniors to enjoy traveling without putting unnecessary strain on their bodies. Travel should add joy and enrichment to life, not create new health concerns that linger long after the trip is ended. If you or a loved one is considering traveling after 70, take a moment to evaluate the potential risks. Is your health stable enough to handle the journey? Do you have proper travel insurance to protect against medical or financial emergencies? Have you chosen a destination that aligns with your physical needs and comfort level? These may not be the most exciting questions to ask, but answering them honestly can help prevent unexpected complications. Ultimately, longevity isn't just about living longer. It's about maintaining quality of life, independence, and peace of mind. If avoiding high-risk travel means staying healthier and safer, then it may be worth reconsidering before booking that next trip. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one key takeaway from this discussion. How do you plan to apply it in your own life? Your feedback keeps us motivated and helps us continue creating valuable content. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. It's the best way to support our mission of informing and inspiring others. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.